Embarking on a motorcycle ride to the Brenham, Texas area during wildflower season offers a picturesque journey through rolling hills and vibrant fields. Starting on FM 2502, you'll traverse a scenic loop encompassing FM 109, FM 159, FM 954, FM 389, US 290, FM 390, FM 105, FM 2193, and FM 1155, ultimately returning to Brenham. This approximately 90-mile journey meanders through Washington County's countryside, renowned for its springtime wildflower displays. As of this ride, April 11th, 2025, bluebonnets in Brenham and Washington County are beginning to fade. However, other wildflowers like Indian paintbrushes and prairie verbena are still visible along the route. Let's talk about some of the towns you will encounter. The heart of your ride, Brenham is known for its small-town charm, historic downtown area, and, of course, bluebell creameries. During spring, the town is surrounded by bluebonnets and other wildflowers, and it serves as a great launch pad for your journey. Stop for a snack or ice cream, or wander through antique shops and local cafes. Burton, along FM 2502 and FM 390. A small but artsy community with a historic cotton gin and a relaxed rural vibe, known for the Texas Cotton Gin Museum and quaint vintage charm. Bluebonnets often bloom near pastures and old farmhouses just outside town. Welcome, near FM 109 and FM 2502 Junction, a tiny unincorporated community that lives up to its friendly name. It's mostly rural with rolling hills, farmland, and spectacular spring wildflower displays. Great spot for peaceful roadside photography. Industry, along FM 159, one of the oldest settlements in Texas. It offers historic sites and old churches. You'll see wide fields and grazing cattle surrounded by bursts of paintbrush and coreopsis during wildflower season. A good place to stretch and soak in the pastoral scenery. Lasham, close to FM 389 and FM 390 intersection. An unincorporated area known for peaceful views and meadows teeming with bluebonnets and pink evening primrose. Blink and you might miss it. This one's more about the nature than the town itself. Gay Hill, along FM 390, a near-ghost town with a rich past, formerly a bustling spot with a college and stagecoach stop. Now it offers an atmospheric, quiet stretch with excellent wildflower views on the approach from both directions. Chapel Hill, near FM 1155 and US 290, one of the gems of the route, known statewide for its Bluebonnet Festival and iconic wildflower fields. Cute downtown area with shops, historic buildings, and photogenic country roads lined with flowers in spring. A must-stop during bloom season. Washington, along FM 105 and near FM 2193. Historic home of the signing of the Texas Declaration of Independence at Washington on the Brazos State Historic Site. Wildflowers flourish around the state park and nearby ranchlands. A great place to take a breather, walk the park trails, and learn some Texas history. Riding through the Brenham area and surrounding Washington County on those farm-to-market roads like FM 2502, FM 109, FM 390, etc., is like cruising through the heart of classic Texas ranch country. The ranches you'll pass are typically cattle operations, horse ranches, or working farms. You'll see longhorns and Angus cattle grazing in open pastures, old windmills slowly turning over tanks and watering holes, historic wooden barns, some weathered by time, others freshly painted with Texas stars, fences wrapped in wildflowers, bluebonnets, paintbrushes, and yellow bitterweed during the spring. Mount Zion Baptist Church and Cemetery, situated at the intersection of FM 1948 and FM 390 near Burton, Texas, is a landmark of significant historical value in Washington County. established in 1852. Adjacent to the church is the Mount Zion Cemetery, which dates back to at least 1852. The cemetery is the final resting place for many early settlers, including the notable Texas Ranger Leander McNelly, while the historical marker cites the first burial as that of E.A. Metcalf on September 15, 1852. Subsequent research uncovered an earlier grave belonging to Elizabeth Sapilro, who died in July 1846. This suggests the cemetery's use predates the previously recorded date. Several veterans, including those from the Civil War, are interred here, reflecting the area's rich military history. The cemetery contains a variety of grave markers, some of which are unmarked or have become illegible over time. Efforts have been made to document and preserve these historical markers. The land for the cemetery was officially deeded to trustees in 1881 by J.R. Hines, further cementing the Hines family's integral role in the establishment and development of the community's religious and communal institutions. Today, Mount Zion Baptist Church and its accompanying cemetery serve not only as places of remembrance, but also as enduring symbols of the faith, resilience, and community spirit that characterized the early settlers of Washington County. The Bluebonnet hidden gems wind past old cemeteries, whitewashed churches, and crumbling barns surrounded by wildflowers. These scenes aren't in tourist guides. You got to stumble upon them. Less traffic, more peace. Off the highway, you can actually pull over, take in a view, and not worry about cars flying by. Some spots even have worn-down paths or drive-ins where photographers and flower chasers park their bikes to grab a shot. Our next stop is Fayetteville, a charming small town nestled in Fayette County, situated between Houston and Austin. With a population of 246 as of the 2020 census, it offers a peaceful retreat with a rich cultural heritage. Historic significance. Fayetteville is renowned as the cradle of Czech immigration to Texas. In the mid-19th century, Czech Moravian settlers established a vibrant community here, contributing to the town's unique cultural tapestry. The entire town is listed on the National Register of Historic Places, preserving its historical architecture and significance. We'll end our ride in Grange, a small town with big personality, a mix of history, music, Texas charm, and even a bit of legendary scandal. Nestled along the Colorado River in Fayette County, here's what gives Grange its unique identity. In a sleepy town like Grange, you'd never expect the most famous brothel in Texas history to quietly thrive just down the road. But for over a century, it did, and it was called the Chicken Ranch. Yep, that Chicken Ranch. Back during the Great Depression, the girls working at the ranch were known to accept chickens in exchange for payment when cash was tight. Soon, the place was crawling with live chickens, and the name stuck. If the story sounds familiar, that's because it became a Broadway musical and later a film, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. The show turned the Chicken Ranch into a cultural phenomenon. Part scandal, part legend, all Texas. Even ZZ Top immortalized it with their hit Grange, a bluesy rock tribute that never actually says what it's about, but everyone knows. They got a lot of nice girls. Thanks for watching to the end. We hope you enjoyed the ride. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. See you on the next ride.